3, 2, 1. And we're live.
Welcome back, folks, to the corner for this very special episode. Kind of like all our episodes are very special, but this one is special, if you know what I mean. And also again to you folks, since we're still in January, Happy New Year!
Yeah, Happy New Year!
And as you can see there, we have my co-host Alexander Trostrup on the line.
What's up, folks?
And we are on the air, and today we are going to talk about something interesting that has popped up during this Corona pandemic. Because Alexander, you just got
it was already there before, but it's gotten more into people's. It's gotten more branded on social media.
Yeah. The pandemic has definitely helped it, as I can understand it, because what it essentially is a courier service for food. And that kind of like makes sense, like since a lot more deliveries of food are going to be made during the pandemic than without the pandemic.
Yeah.
But
especially
who knows?
Contact free is also a whole thing now.
But who knows? Like maybe this will like continue after the pandemic. Like it is becoming like like something that we're going to get used to. Same with that I don't think that face masks are going to go completely away either.
No, at least not in the next several years, 4 to 5 years. I don't think that. No.
Because for some people, like this becomes the new norm, right?
Yeah.
Fuck it, I'm just gonna wear a face mask and like protect myself from this potentially lethal dude that is walking in front of me who might have corona.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly. Because sure, we have a vaccine, but it's still not it's still not developed to that point. Like I just heard yesterday, I think, or the day before, in the radio that it's less than 2% of Denmark's population that have been vaccinated yet.
Yeah.
And it's like wow, we've had that vaccine for a month already.
Yeah.
And it goes slow.
Right. I don't know like who's in charge of it, but like to me it just seems like shit. Who are in charge of like this logistics and supplying of this vaccine? Because if you if you really wanted to make this happen fast AF and everybody to have it, you would wait till like they were able to supply 5 million or 10 million doses, because like everybody needs like 2 doses of the vaccine for it to be efficient, as I said. So you would wait till they were able to deliver 10 million doses at the same damn time, and in the meantime you would be setting up temporary vaccination tents, all across the country, like vaccination camps.
Yeah.
With these, for instance, with these COVID-19 test places that's everywhere. Something like
definitely.
that, just like way more, and people to man them, cost whatever it's gonna cost, and then set up, like this week, folks, we're going to vaccinate 5 million people.
Yeah.
And you might say that like that can't be done, but it can. It fucking can, because like look at Singapore, where it is mandatory for
but then again,
everybody.
you always go to Singapore as that example of how the world should act. But what you're forgetting about Singapore is a small country. It's a very it's a very isolated country, which doesn't like. It's basically like an island, an island within the bigger ocean that is China and everything around it.
Still, man, the infrastructure can, some of the infrastructure could still be adapted, and they test everybody, 5 million inhabitants of that country, every week. Imagine that, man, 5 million corona tests a week.
There's not even 5 million people living.
Yes, there's 5 million. It's a city, man. It's a big city. There's 5 million people. Maybe more now. Like maybe it is 6, but like it is sustainable for 5. But yeah, man.
But is it mandatory to
Yes.
to get
Yes.
tested there? Oh,
5.6 million people, man.
every week. Wow.
Every week.
Imagine the boring job that must be to take them in and yeah, yawn.
No.
In,
No.
And then
No. They don't even do that, man. You have a card and they scan it. So like there's no words exchanged. You know, you hold up a card and then beep, or picture or something like scanned with the phone, and then beep, and then fucking the stick that you get through the nose.
The gag reflex.
Yeah, the gag reflex there, right? But like this, with 5.6 million people a week, right? So yeah, man, this is like definitely adaptable. I agree with you that it is way easier since it is a city, and everybody is like confined to the same 400 or 500 square kilometers of land, right?
Yeah. But I will say though that it is admirable considering it is bigger than Denmark. Actually, I think 5.6 million. I'm just pulling it up here as we speak, and Denmark have what 5.5 is it still? No, 5.8. So it's slightly smaller than Denmark. But still, that they can then test that many people every week. That's insane. Yeah. What's your sources on that?
Like my father that works there. Because
well, that's the best source you can get, pretty much. They first-hand experience.
If you are an expat working in this place and you don't do it, then holy shit, there's no mercy. They will fucking deport you faster than your ass can say deported. And slam you with a $10,000 fine in the process.
Oh wow!
So, and you know, like it is when you have these extreme measures, then nobody is going to miss that fucking test.
No.
Right.
It's true, but still, like even Denmark is a small measure for something like we keep saying, like, why can't you implement the Danish welfare system on the entire world? It's probably more difficult than us two idiots here can make out. But anyway, that was not what we were going to talk about for this episode.
Yeah. You know, like just one more thing before we move on with it, and this is related to the courier cost. It was like a courier from like FedEx or something that came into a former warehouse that I worked at during the pandemic. And this German dude completely freaked when he went into the building and, you know, like just stepped up to him and pushed him like really hard. You got corona, motherfucker! Like, get the fuck out of this bag, get the fuck out of this building.
Wow, shit, man. Holy fuck.
No, there's like a fun story to start this episode with. But yeah, tell us about the courier service that you've gotten a job with.
By the way, before I get into that, should we make the thumbnail for this video like where we kind of face each other in the camera? So like I look like this and you look the other way.
Okay, do I look this way or this other way?
And then we just look like this in the profile. Okay, so just 3, 2, 1. All right,
okay.
That's good. I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna take that as the thumbnail for this video. All right. So yeah, you had some questions for whatever for the
Yeah, it is a courier service called Volt, right? Quick word to your folks: we're not being sponsored by Volt.
No.
But let's see. So it's a courier service. And
we're not being sponsored by anyone. We're completely independent.
Yep. And as I understand it, this is very similar to Uber Eats.
Yeah.
I don't know if Uber Eats is in Denmark yet, but it is.
I don't think so. It's not that big, at least.
No. And that's a courier. So and Uber Eats is like, well, it's in the word, you know, that you pay somebody to pick up food for you from McDonald's or Gerner's Grill or somewhere else, right? and it gets delivered. I will say though, in your case, it's a little special because it's in a semi-big city since you live in Aarhus, which has a population 400K.
Yeah, 400,000. Yeah.
Yeah.
They are big though in both in Copenhagen and Aalborg, in all the big cities in Denmark. They're actually
Yeah.
quite big in a lot of countries in Europe.
But
It's a Finnish company originally.
what I think is like fascinating is that it enables you to deliver the food with just a bike, with just a bicycle.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And
So it's a big city.
It's very sustainable, and also like the reason why we're talking about this is because I'm literally just coming from an introductory seminar with one of the people in charge of their American office. He sounded American, and he used 1 hour to run through the app and showing the specific features, basically saying a monkey could do this because it really seems very simple. Of course, there can happen a lot of problems and stuff, but I'm very excited about starting it because the app seems so simple, and as soon as you get set up with your like you are a freelancer, so you have to pay taxes yourself. You have to be responsible for that yourself. But as soon as you get set up with the app and you get the gear and you sign the documents that are required for like that you are eligible for working in Denmark without having a criminal record, then I think it's going to be a nice way to make some extra money, and it's a simple way to get a job. No more. I mean, they really take in anyone, no experience needed. I mean, I was an idiot who just clicked on a Facebook link. Because it was sponsored. Facebook sponsors them. No, I think they sponsor Facebook. I don't know the fucking way around it. But you literally can just click there. Then they will send you an invite to an introductory seminar. There's some dude talking about the process, and then bam, you're set up. You choose your own hours, and you can you get fresh air while you go.
Wow.
So
that like I think it's like really admirable.
It
For
is,
one,
it
that they take anybody in, right, that wants to do this, and it's like pretty much like the old way of doing things that we talked about with the billboard just hanging up like, want
exactly,
a job?
exactly. That is what it is. I mean, it's basically help wanted.
Yeah, help.
The more the merrier.
Yeah, you want it, you can come get it.
It's the 2021 way of just hiring someone off the bat.
Like, fuck, man, imagine if it was like this with every job. That would have been fantastic.
Wow, yeah.
But yeah, man, like I think it's like pretty cool that they do this.
But the way they can do it also is they have like a huge. He emphasized that a lot. The guy who was talking in the seminar, that they have a huge customer support base. So there's people that are constantly sitting there, or at least. I actually think it is 24/7 that they're sitting there monitoring the drivers, the couriers, and are ready to help them if some food is gone bad, or like any problems that might arise. You can just call the customer base and they'll help you through the process.
They have a customer support base. I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
Yeah, definitely. I was surprised too by how organized it seemed to be.
Like, I essentially just thought that it was you with an app, and it would take in something like go to this grill, and pick up the order for X.
That is how it works.
Yeah, pick up the order from X and go to Y, or pick up the order from A and go to B.
Yeah.
Right, but I never imagined that it would be like a crazy customer base support between this to help you if you had any problems on the way. Probably also like if you got a flat on your bike, right? You could
Yeah.
probably also call them and be like, like you got to send somebody to take this the rest of the
Nah, I
way or
don't.
help it or something, right?
I don't know
But
if they. I don't know if they will do that. I mean, I don't know. Like, I haven't had my first run with it yet. But I don't think they will do that. You are responsible for your own vehicle, and for your own the phone holder. I just bought that because that's kind of much safer deliveries will be done with that. He emphasized that you should get it because if you have to use your hand all the time, then that's very unsafe, and if you have to stop, then it just slows down the delivery process. So of course, I mean, you are. He didn't seem rushed or anything. It didn't seem like it's a stressful job where you have to get from this point to this point in a certain amount of time. Otherwise, you get fired.
No. Because it's not like deliver the pizza in 30 minutes or less.
No, it's not.
It's free.
Not. And I was actually surprised. Nowhere in any of this that he was showing off was there specified an estimated time. It was just a distance. It was just you get money for the distance that you drive from the restaurant to the home, and actually I believe it was 1.5 kilometers that you have to that you get 45 kroners, Danish kroners after 1.5.
Okay.
I don't know. That's probably $5 or something like that.
Like $8. Yeah.
$8, yeah. After 1.5 kilometers,
so
and then
1 mile.
Yeah, 1 mile, and then after another per each 500 meters that you drive after that, you get another additional 10 kroners, so an additional $1.5.
Yeah.
For every 500 meters that you go.
Okay, I just googled it. It is $7.36 American dollars per mile.
Yeah, exactly. Right. No, that's for the first mile, and then for each additional half mile, I think it is. Each additional quarter mile, you get $1.5.
Yeah. Okay. Quarter mile, so 400 every 400 meters is $1.50.
But the point is, no times, no estimated times or anything like. Of course, if you do it faster, you will be able to complete more deliveries. But
if you're fat partner.
Yeah, exactly. if you're desperate and like, oh shit, gotta make rent. But that's all on you. Then that's not the company that's putting pressure on. Like,
and you go in and you buy like a used 10K Tour de France lightweight bike.
Oh my god!
to get there fast.
Yeah, because there's some asshole on the outskirts of Copenhagen that is sitting in his chateau, in his castle, the 2 kilometers up on a hill that you have to drive up on because he needs his pizza fresh. No, it's not like that. And as he emphasized, the guy in charge, who did it very, very well, by the way, you are a freelancer, so you're not hired by Volt. You're a freelancer who provides your service for Volt. Yeah. That's the difference. So that's why there's not this pressure on you.
You're the boss.
Yeah, you're the boss.
Kind of like you are your own boss.
You are your own boss. That's what they. That's what the commercials on social media are teaching you, if you will. Yeah. But it is true. It is very true. I like, of course, you have you seen some of these commercials?
No, I think like I've seen like a couple, but not from Walt.
There's this old guy who's sitting on this food box, like looking like some fucking tough badass. I think that's a little weird, but well, yeah, I mean, cool nevertheless, I guess. Yeah. It also shows, I guess, that you can do it regardless of age, any age.
Oh man, that YouTube is just filled with YouTube is just filled with stuff like, my first day at Volt delivering food in an electric unicycle in Warsaw.
Oh yeah.
How do you become a Volt partner? Merchant tutorial 1, how to accept delivery orders. Volt Denmark. Catherine is a Volt messenger and bikes 30 to 35k per shift.
Wow, that's a lot. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's a lot.
But you must get in become in a very good shape as you go along.
I think so too. That it is a very.
I mean, sure, you do get a lot of miles in over the course of 3 hours of this in the evening, when like usually the hot zone, the hot spot is from 5 to 8. So during those 3 hours, you get in a lot of exercise, which I'm hoping to get to. So
yeah, but you will.
Yeah.
I don't think that if you bike 35k a day, I don't think that you're going to have to keep running, man.
No, at least not on those days where you know. But no, I won't. My plan is not to do 35 kilometers a day. Maybe because I live in the center of the city, so I'm kind of like hoping that I'm already in the hot zone and won't have to go further. Because the thing is also, even if you you get that minimum of 45 kroners, $7 or $8 for that first mile. But even if there's only 200 yards to the customer, you still get that $7-8.
Yeah.
They round up, so to speak.
Huh. Pretty. Okay, I see that they've been around for a while, for several years.
2014, last I checked.
Wow.
So. I'm
That's pretty cool. Is it a Danish company?
No, it's a Finnish company.
A Finnish company. Yeah, you said that.
Yep.
Wow, that's crazy, man.
Yeah. So yeah, that's going to be very interesting to start to check out. I'm thinking of, was there something else I wanted to bring up here? There was. I just can't remember. Oh yeah, they're like, of course there are people that are like, as I consider, cheating with regards to this, because they use a scooter. Which of course also is like fucking environmentally hostile, because they are just like fapped out. Gotta make money. But I don't wanna be using energy on it, so I'm just gonna fucking use an old 10-year-old diesel scooter.
I don't know if it is that environmentally unfriendly though, because
yes, I mean compared to a bike or an e-bike.
Compared to a bike, it is, yeah, but a scooter doesn't really use that much fuel, so it can't. It can't pollute that much.
But for fucking delivering food, man. Jesus Christ, man. How lazy do you have to be in this day and age?
Man. Oh, man, I'd probably go for the scooter.
No, what the fuck?
With a smart hat. It's like delivery boy or something.
Oh man, I mean that to me is just a sign that you're not doing your job. That to me is like the sign of being desperate and afraid. No, seriously, afraid of failing in this society. That you're not trying to contribute anything to society. You're literally just afraid that society's gonna roll over on you. So that's why. You're barely making enough money to cover the scooter fuel expenses and then your own fucking living expenses.
Right. Okay.
Without any consideration for society and the environment.
Yeah, I want you to like consider this, man. Being a bike messenger, like with a bicycle messenger, right?
Yeah.
Is actually a dangerous job.
Yeah, it is.
And I believe that I need to like find the source for it. Okay, and I will find it. But I believe like there was. Let me see,
Well,
man.
I also believe it depends on what city you're in the world.
Yeah.
Wouldn't want to do it in Honduras or or any Latin American countries.
No, it is. It is. It is. Yeah, that too. That too. But like, it is more like I can't find it, but I think like it is 1,000 accidents or something in New York a month or a year on bike messengers, because
But
they are so.
that's because they're so stressed out. Like
Yeah.
you
They're
gotta
fed
be
up, and
grounded, like because they're so oh no, the light's yellow. I gotta rush over here so I deliver the food. And I mean, I don't know yet if maybe we gotta do another episode on this. I don't know if the food is kept warm inside that box.
No,
Um,
it is a heat box. It is a kind of like
yeah,
what a pizza delivery messenger
that's
comes
what
with
I'm
in his car.
thinking. So
Yeah,
the food will be kept warm for like half or
for
an hour, right?
yeah, for an hour, I think.
And
Yeah.
you should be able to easily deliver that within the given time. And like also the dude that was given the presentation was pointing out that you really shouldn't have to drive more than 4 kilometers for one delivery.
Yeah.
So 4 kilometers, that's pretty much max, at least in Denmark, in Aarhus and Copenhagen.
Yeah.
So if there is some asshole who's ordering from further away, then they will bring that out with I don't know some guy with a car.
Yeah.
So Volt is only covering 4 kilometers away.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that also, I think like that's okay, because then it is not. If it was like 10 kilometers away or 20, you kind of would have to have a scooter
Yeah,
to
yeah.
make that distance in time and stuff,
No,
right?
yeah, to make it
Not in time, but to
not
make
in
it
time,
while it was
but yeah,
warm
to
and
make
stuff.
it
Yeah.
within the hour. Yeah, like
Yeah.
like 10 kilometers you could make
Yeah.
in an hour, but then you would have to actually be traveling quite fast.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna give you the link. I found it now. 840 cycling fatalities in 2016 in New York City.
Wow. Wow.
Because and like
That's
like I can't read from this like if this was like all bike messengers, but I am pretty sure it is, because like it is no other need for you to fucking rush through that red light or cut the corner unless you are the bike messengers. It's not even a need for it then, but a lot of them do it, because if you go deeper into this, and that also comes with folks, if you research this, then most of these bike thefts are their own fault.
Yeah,
Because they are breaking the rules by rushing through the red light, or like, and not seeing the car coming that is driving on green, or the truck that's driving on green, because it has the right to drive on green light.
Yeah,
and then it just comes, and then it comes just like a bike delivery,
yeah.
you have no way of like seeing it. And I also kind of like feel bad for the guys driving the trucks or whatever that is killing them, because you gotta live with that on your conscience, even if it is not your fault, and it's called survivor's guilt.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, I mean that just is a testament to that. Like if you are living in those highly stressed populated cities like New York or Tokyo, London. I think too, or London. Not Aarhus, because Aarhus is relatively mellow, I feel, compared to stress level. But Copenhagen, maybe. I don't know. I haven't been there much, to be honest. I think it is also a little bit up there with the stress level. But yeah, like if you are yielding into these things, you should look into meditational practices.
Yeah,
because or at least dynamic meditation, to quote Elliot Eels here. Eels.
I agree with you that there is a difference in the culture here because, as you say, there is like no time limit here, right?
Yeah.
But in New York, there would probably be deliver this in 20 minutes or less. Deliver this in 30 minutes or less.
Or you won't get your tip.
and that also counts for that you have to bike to a place on Wall Street, run up in a skyscraper and then stairs and deliver it to the office, right?
Yeah. And you're not allowed to take the elevator because that's only for Trump and his pussy.
Yeah, but that's too slow, right? You gotta run.
Yeah. Oh fuck, man.
Oh man.
No, seriously, I think if you were supposed to take the stairs all the way to the top of a skyscraper in New York City, the elevator would be faster.
Much faster. There's like probably nobody.
Because that's like 100 stairs or 100 stories.
But you like think about it. You have these options. You can either be the idiot that runs up all these 100 stories, right?
Yeah.
Or you can take the elevator, or you can be the smart fucking choice and just leave it with the receptionist and have them sign for it.
Yeah. Or you just fucking stay grounded and say, I'm just going to walk up these stairs. Walk up these stairs. Not run. Walk up these stairs.
You will still feel that if it was 100 floors.
Of course you would. But then that's just a part of the job, you know. It's just like sure you won't get paid more. Well, like no, you won't get paid more because you won't do more distance because it's in the height. It's not the length. It's not you don't drive from point A to point B. You go up. So you won't get money for that, but whatever, man. It's just part of the fucking job, you know. Don't stress yourself up. Just fucking do it, you know. Just fucking take a deep breath and go and just walk the fucking. Just do your fucking civic duty as that's what that's in the job title. That's in the job description. That's your fucking duty now.
Yeah. Like, can you imagine being the dispatcher and having to call like, "Hey, ma'am, I'm sorry to call you and say that your boyfriend's dead or killed in an accident by delivering a pizza in Brooklyn or killed by delivering a document in Wall Street. Sorry for your loss, ma'am. Goodbye." Like,
yeah. No, man. That's terrible. That's fucking terrible.
That is terrible.
What a note to end this. I don't know.
How much are we on?
We
can keep going for like 5 minutes more.
We are on 33 minutes, so it's a relatively short episode.
Yeah, we could go for a little more. Like, in regards to like these other courier services, again, like we talked about, that it differs from the culture in the world, right? And because Denmark has this mellow culture with delivering without these insane time frames and stuff, then that is also helps contribute with a huge safety factor.
I think it's not only Denmark though. I think it's also I think Volt specifically is very transparent on reflecting what is the culture in their own country as well. So in Finland it must also be the same way. And I reckon it's the same in Norway and Sweden too. But
I think so too. But like regarding like other courier services, they of course don't do this because it's not every courier services that deals in food, right?
Yeah.
For instance, you have FedEx, which, by the way, is the most expensive courier service in the world.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Did you know?
I kind of thought it was UPS, but
no, it's FedEx, and the reason why is because they can deliver your package anywhere in the world within 48 hours.
Wow.
Right.
That's
So
interesting.
you can order a package from Alaska today and have it the day after tomorrow.
Wow. But
Right.
that's also like, but now we're talking time estimates
Yeah.
again,
Now we're talking time
and
estimates, but
and
we're just like talking the differences in the courier services,
yeah,
and yeah, and yeah, of course, like that's what makes them that expensive. It is because the time, right?
yeah,
They're able to get the package from A to B in that time, no matter where it is in the world.
yeah,
But they also like have an insane amount of resources. They have something like six,
yeah,
700 Boeing planes in the air,
yeah.
and they have their own freaking airfields around the world.
Oh fuck,
Right?
man!
so,
Holy shit! I mean, that just shows how big this company is already.
so
Wow.
so they have like these and they have like carefully placed these hubs and airports
Yeah.
where it is strategic. For
But
instance, in
that's actually a pretty good point there. That because that's not just time. I mean, of course, it is with regards to making the time efficiency better or the efficiency of time better, but it is also based upon locations.
yeah,
Like, so
of
we
course.
have a logistically structured map.
Like yeah, because they have carefully planned out where do we need to have our planes, and where do we need to have our distribution hubs in
Yeah,
order to make this delivery time happen,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because it would make zero sense if you were to say that yeah, you're gonna go and get in this plane in LAX in Los Angeles and fly this package I don't know to Eastern Europe in Warsaw, right?
Yeah,
Because you know it couldn't be done because like it would probably have to refuel, or it wouldn't make any sense because you know like the distance would be too far anywhere, right?
yeah,
uh, so no, they have carefully planned this out so that, for instance, in America they have chosen to have their hub somewhere in Kansas, which is the geographical center of the mainland in the US. So
in the Midwest.
yeah, in Kansas, Midwest. Yeah.
Okay.
So when it comes to the distribution
But really,
hub
don't
there,
they have more than one in the States?
yeah, they have more in
That's
the states, but like we're talking like mainland states now, right?
okay.
And then and then it can go on
But
trucks
what do you
on
mean
FedEx.
Yeah, but still, they have more in the
Main,
mainland.
yeah,
You mean the
nah.
Midwest? You mean the
I mean,
Midwest?
I'm gonna like pull up the map now and see like
Because
FedEx there.
they have, I'm sure they have more in mainland U.S. But if you mean they have that one in the Midwest, then
Let me see now. Let me see now. Map.
I
I'm
mean,
not sure like if I can find.
mainland U.S.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
all of the United States,
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
except for
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Alaska and Hawaii. So
Yeah. Okay. I think I got it. Hub network FedEx Smart Post.
yeah,
Kansas City. I guess it is. Okay.
I'm
Like
sure they have.
they have a lot, but now I'm gonna see like where's the headquarter.
I'm sure they have
Uh.
multiple ones in Alaska too, because Alaska is
Uh.
almost as big as the U.S. So
Okay, yeah, but like, I was like going to explain it. Okay,
maybe just one on Hawaii, one small one.
yeah, probably. But you know, like, see, here's like the distribution network, right? And that's the distribution hubs. But
Yeah,
the airport, I am pretty sure that like the airport here is in Kansas City. I'm gonna like have to check that later. But the reason why of like what I could see when I as I remember it is that when it comes there, right,
yeah.
the largest hub they have, it can go anywhere on the mainland within 10 hours in a car or a truck. Does that make
Wow.
sense?
Yeah.
Right.
So
But like but then that's the biggest one. Most likely it will just go on to a smaller plane and then land in Seattle if it was going there or something, right?
yeah.
But still, it is a crazy strategic number they have pulled there by being able to deliver in that time frame.
Yeah.
So that's why it costs you several $100s to just have like a small package delivered if you want it delivered across the world in 48 hours.
Wow.
And if you ever like take a drive around in Denmark and stuff, you won't notice them a lot, but they are there, man.
Yeah, no, I've seen them before. They're everywhere. They're also in Germany, like all over Europe. So yeah, I know.
And whenever I see them, I'm like thinking that like, wow, they have to be transporting something insanely important for somebody being able to, like pay this company so much to get it delivered
or
three times.
Just some people that really need it very urgently.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what that would be though. I mean, like I wouldn't. I don't know.
It could be like sensitive documents or something that people are too paranoid to just mail over, to just scan and then mail over, right?
Like some conservative Republicans or something that are sitting in their fortress with their shotguns and being like, and are still living in the 18th century and being paranoid, the government's out to get me.
But I've also like talked to mechanics that hasn't been able to get like the parts for like a special old classic car or something, right? Anywhere in Europe. And then they will typically tend to this, like to have it ordered and delivered and then picked up and delivered by FedEx.
No.
Right, to be able to like fix it up in time or whatever. But just still, like like it is pretty insane that this company has like probably started with one delivery truck.
Yeah.
Now the owner can say, now I have 700 Boeings in the air and all these distribution hubs.
Yeah.
With UPS though, like it's a little more simpler, but they also have their own planes. Right.
Oh yeah.
UPS have their own planes, but I don't think
so
they
does
have.
So does DHL.
They do.
I'm pretty sure.
DHL is crazy, man.
I'm pretty sure I saw them also having at least a few planes.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have their own airports like FedEx as well, but I think at least they have. I can't remember what it stands for. Deutsche Handels Logistics or something like that.
Okay, I found it. Okay. Amazon Air still remains smaller than its rivals, so they don't have that many planes yet. But Amazon also have planes. But okay, let's see. But
Amazon is a crap company, and I can say that because I'm not sponsored by them or anything in any way. Amazon is crap. They are the closest thing to slavery. And I made that statement. They're the closest thing to slavery that we have in 2021.
Okay, you gotta elaborate on that on another podcast episode.
Yeah. It's just because they're like they stress their employees like they have to run around in the warehouses in order to make their job.
Okay, man. Listen to this. FedEx Express operates the world's largest cargo air fleet with more than 650 aircrafts. And is the larger operator of the Airbus A300, ATR-42, and some small Cessna 208 planes.
Wow.
And some smaller McDonnell Douglas DC planes. But still, 650 aircrafts. Holy shit.
That's quite a lot. That's a big number according to or compared to how many aircrafts are in the world. I think that's only like 28,000 or something like that.
And UPS has 463 planes, so they are no picnic either. No, wait. Okay, as I understand it, like the 400. No, I read it wrong. 463 of these planes are like the bigger ones that FedEx have, right? The rest are smaller ones, and then UPS's fleet is 275 planes, and DHL has 77. No, I'm, like just to think, like like how much you gotta make to make that add up and make money on it.
Pulled
Okay.
out something interesting here. According to aviation analysts, Ascend the. I don't know what the fuck that is. Aviation analysts Ascend, probably some company. The total number of aircraft currently in service is approximately 23,600. This that includes passenger and cargo aircraft.
Yeah.
So compared to the 600, so how much was it? 650.
650. But when it says that 23,000, that is all the planes in the world.
Yeah, it is.
Including the smaller Cessna ones.
No, but it's just interesting that FedEx's amount of planes accounts for almost 3% of the world's aircrafts.
Yeah.
That's insane if you think about
That's
it.
Insane. That is insane.
3% of the planes in the world is FedEx planes.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
But yeah, I was going to say, you have to have some insane revenue to make that go around, because if you think about it, like a big Boeing 747 flying 10 hours will use 150,000 liters of fuel.
Wow. Okay. By the way, that's a nice map you got here. I like the fact that it's transparent.
Yeah. But imagine that, 10 hours, 150,000 liters of fuel.
Yeah. Wow. Fuck, right. Man. That's not really... talk about environmentally in sustainability.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, man. That is pretty environmentally.
That is the corporate and large scale equivalent of the dude taking his scooter and driving on Volt courier drops.
Yeah, it is. So if you're like going out from that, it is our prices of fuel, then it would cost what, like $1.5 million, 2 million kroners to fill up a plane like that.
Wow.
Or $200,000 to fill up the tank of a plane.
Wow.
But I've done my research though, and I know that they don't pay the list price for fuel. And that's how they can make it go around, because like they get deals with the airports and airport depots, and if they're going to use their airports, and like, let's say that you have a delivery plane, right, or a big delivery fleet like UPS, you can say that we might want to use the Copenhagen airport now and then to land our planes, right?
Yeah.
And you're already going to pay some kind of like fee to like rent a hangar, being able to land there, pay them to have your plane standing there, and maintenance and so on, right?
Yeah.
So then they're also able to work in deals with that. Okay, then instead of like paying 10 kroners a liter for our plane on this airfield, we'll pay 3.5.
Yeah,
you follow?
That's yeah.
Yeah, right. So they're able to like make these deals, and that's apparently like how they are able to make it go around. And you can Google it, folks, because I learned this by Googling and reading articles about like how it is that they can afford it. Like how can for instance a large scale company like Lufthansa afford to transport loads of passengers across the Atlantic and tank the plane.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, but I mean, this is all just financial speculation, and like the goal here obviously is how can we grow, like it is with any business, how can we grow our business to become larger and larger, and there doesn't seem to be any final goal. It's just always about growing. We gotta grow. We gotta grow. We gotta get bigger. Gotta get bigger, man.
It's all about more.
Yeah, more. And it's like my solution to it is just stop negotiating those deals with these companies, because they are not supposed to grow. They're just supposed to have, like, if they only have one plane and make that go around, who the fuck cares, man?
I know.
Don't let them grow so big. Like, these fucking deals. Fuck those deals,
you're
man.
into something we should also make another episode
Yeah,
about.
yeah, because we're already getting up on 50 minutes here.
Because a company can be so big that it is becoming dangerous.
Yeah, like Google
Right.
and Facebook. I mean,
Yeah,
we have
because
all
they're
these
starting-
data, like privacy issues and stuff. Ask Edward Snowden about that.
Like they're making
Not
more
so
money.
good, are we?
They're making more money than what's in the Danish national budget a year.
Shit.
So like of course like they're able to like pressure and put some leverage and do some more to like get their will. But yeah, that's for another episode. Until then, folks, I think we should end the podcast there. Do you have any final words, Alexander?
No, except that I liked how we started out with a concrete example myself on becoming a courier, a food delivery guy, like just a normal on his bike, and then we took it all the way up to the large scale companies who do the same, who actually do the same thing on a much larger scale. But yeah, I like that contrast we got in this episode.
Who knows, man? Maybe you one day will have 650 planes in the air, and
I hope not. I hope not. I hope not. I fucking hope not. And what I even hope, if I do get that, if I ever get to that point, then I definitely don't hope that I turn into some narcissistic asshole who will sit there, gotta make $1 million more because I made 670 million last year. I gotta make 672 million this year, and if I don't make that, I will kill you, Pat. If I do that, promise me to hire a group of mercenaries to take me out or something.
No, I just think that I will talk to you and try to calm you down.
Yeah,
because people on that level has to be calm. They can't afford to
they have to ground themselves. Fuck, man. Trump has to be grounded. He's the biggest example on what companies shouldn't be, and that's probably what we can learn from these 4 years of him being the president. What happens when a methed up monkey gets in charge?
Man, did you hear what he said to Mike Pence, the vice president? Because
no.
Pence didn't want to, back him in trying to turn the election result, right? And then Trump's response to Pence is that you could go down in history as the biggest pussy. History's biggest pussy if you don't back me.
He needs to ground himself. He needs to just do this. Oh fuck, man! I
don't think that he does that. Like he probably takes it. I don't know, but that's for another episode. And thank you all for tuning in to this episode. And I hope you enjoyed it. We could have talked for loads more about distribution and courier services, but definitely. That's for another episode as well. And yeah, I hope you all liked it and you subscribe. And for each and one of you 48 subscribers, we are entirely grateful that we have your attention. Until next time, folks, like, share, and subscribe.